From the Northway Bank Online Newsroom, I'm Gare McKenzie. This local and regional news update is brought to you by Northway Bank. Want a Northway Bank teller to keep in your pocket? There's an app for that. Now available for iPhone and Android. Download yours today. Northway Bank with 17 locations throughout New Hampshire. The people you know, the bank you trust. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. The program director for the Mount Washington Valley Housing Coalition says a grant from the New Hampshire Charitable Foundation will allow her group to continue to advocate for more affordable housing for the valley's workforce and to collaborate with regional partners to plan to build more of it in the valley. Teresa Kennett says she's grateful for the $16,000 grant her coalition has been awarded from the foundation's Anna B. Stearns Fund. Kennett says her coalition is now focusing on two major initiatives. First is to continue to develop a recently formed partnership with the Mount Washington Valley Economic Council and the Mount Washington Valley Chamber of Commerce with the goal of reaching consensus about priorities for economic development in the valley. Kennett says nearly 50 elected representatives from the valley have agreed to meet with community and business leaders on that project in April. One of the coalition's main goals is to create more affordable workplace housing in the valley so younger workers and their families can live comfortably and safely within easy commuting distance of their jobs. Here's Kennett.
The single biggest cause of outmigration in the state of New Hampshire, and to an even greater degree in Mount Washington Valley, is the lack of affordable rental and owner-occupied housing, and the most impacted demographic are young families. Over the next 5 to 10 years, that deficit in first-time home buyers, that being young families, is likely to be a very serious drag on home sales. And we know our economy really is based on the housing market, so it does not bode well for Mount Washington Valley.
Kennett and the coalition were widely praised late last year for their stewardship in driving the opening of a 32-unit affordable housing complex on Route 16 in Conway called Conway Pines. Kennett says her coalition is also partnering with the White Mountain Board of Realtors to fund a workforce housing brainstorming session in June called a charrette. The goal there is to identify 3 potential building sites for housing, attract supporters for the idea, and collaborate on a vision for developing the sites. The National Association of Realtors has already provided $5,000 in seed money for that project. Hikers and others rescued in New Hampshire's backwoods could pay several $100s in fees to the state to help get its search and rescue fund out of the red under new legislation. Anyone rescued who has a current hunting, fishing, or other outdoors license or buys a new hike safe card would not pay the minimum fee. House Republican leader Gene Chandler of Bartlett and Senate Republican leader Jeb Bradley of Wolfboro are among the high-profile sponsors looking for ways to help pay for searches and rescues beside fees paid by sportsmen. A legislative hearing on the matter will be held today. Hunters, anglers, boaters, snowmobilers, and all-terrain vehicle riders currently pay 100% of the rescue costs through license fees, but averaged only 14% of the rescues since 2006. In Maine news, a package of bills to protect Mainers' privacy during the telecommunications boom is being outlined in the State House. The American Civil Liberties Union of Maine and a bipartisan coalition of legislators will hold a news conference at the State House today to explain the bills. One of them, sponsored by Democratic Senator John Patrick of Rumford, would require law enforcement to get a warrant before using domestic drones to spy on people. In sports, Chandler Rhodes scored 18 points and New Hampshire survived a Maine comeback for a 57-54 win last night in America East play in Orono. And Paul Pierce scored 16 and the Boston Celtics won their second game since losing Rajon Rondo for the season with a knee injury, beating the Sacramento Kings 99-81 last night. In the weather, a high wind warning in effect until 5 o'clock this afternoon. A flood watch in effect until 1 o'clock this afternoon. Areas of fog this morning, rain this morning, then partly sunny with a chance of rain showers or a slight chance of snow showers this afternoon. Little or no snow accumulation. Highs in the lower 50s with temperatures falling into the mid-30s this afternoon. High 30s in southern Carroll County. West winds gusting up to 50 miles per hour. Partly cloudy tonight, much colder with lows around 16 and gusty winds out of the west up to 45. And mostly cloudy on Friday, much colder with highs in the lower 20s. From the Northway Bank Online Newsroom, I'm Gare McKenzie.